Gather up all of the crew, it's time to ship our weather's brew. See wind blows to where, who knows, weather will be our guide. I'm about to clap this guy, don't even care if he tries. I'm that dude, yeah, I'm the one, I'm about to get him fried.
What's up? What's the weatherman here, and I'm back with a brand new video for you guys. Before we jump in, make sure you go ahead and click that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, go check out our last video and comment some stuff that you would want to see in the future. Now let's jump right into this bad boy. I brought you guys dragons that are never lacking, killer lizards, dragons with a passion for guns. I brought you guys armed dragons, or as you see by the name of my deck list in the top left corner, dark hands. Don't worry about it, it's just an inside joke for me and you. But let's get right into the deck. The deck is not amazingly powerful, but it is surprisingly good. The deck can pop 3 cards out of normal summon because of dark arms. It has an inherent disruption as well as removal. It even has a consistency skill. The deck has everything but a follow-up play, which does suck a bit, but that didn't stop me from going on a 10-game win streak with this deck because I'm that guy. This deck is based around the dragon with the biggest Glock in the game, Armed Dragon Thunder level 10. If this card is special summoned by the effect of an Armed Dragon monster, it gains the following effects based on its attack. Its name becomes Armed Dragon level 10. How great of an effect is that? If it has at least 100 attack, cannot be destroyed by battle. If it has at least 1,000 attack, once per turn during our opponent's turn, we can send 1 card from our hand to the graveyard to target 1 card on the field and destroy it. Then this card gains 1,000 attack. And if we have 10,000 attack, then once per turn we can destroy all other cards on the field. And since our monster starts off at 3,000 attack, that means that we will start off with every effect on this card except for the last one being the pop all cards on the field. Technically we can reach that condition, but we would have to continuously be discarding a card to pop a card in our opponent's turn and boost up 1,000 every time. And just realistically, we're probably not going to do it enough times to hit 10,000. But technically speaking, it is possible. The way that we get into this boss monster is by doing a little bit of a climb here. We start off with our Armed Dragon level 3, then we go into our Armed Dragon level 5, then we go into our Armed Dragon Thunder level 7 to finally summon our Armed Dragon Thunder level 10. These 3 Armed Dragons all have the same first effect of sending themselves from the field to the graveyard, as well as 1 monster from your hand to the graveyard to summon the next LV Armed Dragon monster. So the level 3 summons a level 5 or lower Armed Dragon, the level 5 summons a level 7 or lower Armed Dragon, and the level 7 summons a level 10 or lower Armed Dragon. The level 10 Armed Dragons don't typically summon anything, they just tend to be big and remove stuff. Such as the level 10 that we play here, which has the quick effect to pop a card. There's another level 10 that pops a card when we attack, as well as there's another level 10 I think that just destroys our cards on the field if you tribute summon it or something like that. But who cares? We don't play it. Aside from having a similar first effect, they all have a similar second effect. They all have an effect if they're sent to the graveyard for a dragon monster's effect. If the level 3 is sent to the graveyard for a dragon monster's effect, it'll draw a card. If the level 5 is sent to the graveyard, it can search for a level 5 or higher when dragon type monsters. And if the level 7 is sent to the graveyard for a dragon monster's effect, then you can add any armed dragon card, any one of them things, spell, trap, monster, even though we pretty much just have monsters. But technically speaking, it can search for any armed dragon in the deck. So in simple terms, you normal summon the level 3 and discard the level 5, as well as send itself to the grave to search for the level 7 and summon the level 5. Then you send the level 5 to the grave and discard the level 7 to summon the level 7 and have the level 7 search for the level 3. Then the level 7 will discard the level 3 and send itself to grave to summon the level 10 as well as draw a card. Now you have a pop on your opponent's turn, you got your draw off, and you shouldn't have used too much of your hand because everything you discarded should have been searched for, so the rest of your hand should have remained pretty much untouched. And since this is only a 2-card combo and we have a consistency skill, we have space to play staples. So we play 3 Forbidden Lance and 3 Forbidden Chalice. The last 2 cards that we play in the main deck are our Armed Dragon level 10 white and our Dark Armed Dragon. Level 10 white lets you banish Armed Dragon monsters from your field or graveyard whose total level equals 10 to special summon this card, as well as search for a white veil from your deck, which we don't play because it sucks. Also, if this card attacks, you can destroy one card on the field. So we do have non-target removal because it does not say target one card on the field. It just says destroy one card on the field. So we do have non-target removal, but it is destruction, so that's not too amazing against Orcus. Last, we have my right-hand man of the deck, my guy. You know that homie that shouldn't have a gun because you just know he'd be blasting anything?
You don't even have to say nothing, I already know. I know. I can't help it, man. Don't give me no gun, man.
That's my boy Dark Arm Dragon. By just having exactly 3 dark monsters in your graveyard, you can summon this bad boy. Then you can banish a dark monster from your grave to pop a card on the field, and this isn't once per turn. So if you met the conditions to summon him, you can pop 3 cards on the field. This is probably the part where you're like,
Weatherman, there's no dark monster in the deck besides him. That's gotta be trash.
Come on, kitty. You've got to trust me.
we play the skill Arm Crossover. It says send one monster from your hand to the graveyard, then add a LV monster from your deck to your hand, and 4 different Arm Dragon monsters and 1 White Veil to your deck from outside of your deck. After doing so, send up to 2 monsters from your hand/deck to the graveyard with a combined level of 10, and then select up to 3 monsters in your graveyard. As long as the selected monsters remain in the graveyard, they will be dark and cannot be used as fusion material. The skill can only be used once per duel if you begin a deck with a deck excluding extra deck that contains 10 or more wind Armed Dragon monsters and no other monsters other than Armed Dragon monsters or normal monsters. So there is a little bit of a problem here. It does put a couple bricks here, right? And that's not what the issue is, just to talk about it really quickly. So because the skill does make them dark, it gives us the ability to summon our bad boy Dark Armed Dragon because it does make them dark. And it also puts a couple bricks in our deck, which technically might help give you a little bit of long game, but we kind of have to send it to grave. You can talk to me in the comments and let me know if there is a better way to do it, but typically I just send Armed Dragon level 7, the one that they put in our deck, as well as Armed Dragon level 3, the one that they put in our deck. I typically just send those 2 from the deck to the graveyard, as well as 1 card from my hand. Maybe I could send something else, but I don't really want to send anything else that's a part of the consistency. So if I didn't have to send this, I could have a tiny bit of a follow-up play, but because I kind of just have to, I don't know. We don't really have one. You can leave a comment and let me know if you do something different. And also the skill is kind of bugged. I'm gonna do a full video on this that you guys will see, but the skill is kind of bugged. It says that you select 3 monsters from the graveyard, and as long as the selected monsters remain in the graveyard, they will be dark and can't be used as fusion material. If you don't summon Dark Armed Dragon, the turn that you activate the skill, it seems like the game does not treat it as their dark monsters. So if you summon it, let me put it like this. If you activate the skill and then summon Dark Armed Dragon, it'll allow you. All right. If you activate the skill, then do your play, then summon Dark Armed Dragon last, it'll allow you. But if you activate the skill, do your stuff, don't summon Dark Armed Dragon, you pass, then the turn comes back to you, it does not allow you to summon Dark Armed Dragon. If you have Dark Armed Dragon on the field already, it'll still let you pop cards, which is crazy because that means that it does acknowledge that those cards are dark, but it doesn't let you summon the Dark Armed Dragon. So I don't really know. I'll talk about this more in another video because I've pretty much went through all the things I could to possibly answer if it was bugged, and I just truly believe it's bugged. Maybe it was fixed with the update we just got, but I haven't checked yet. But with all of that being said, that is pretty much the last part of the deck. This is going to be our consistency. We search for a level Armed Dragon monster, and then we're also going to be able to summon our Dark Arm to pop cards on the field. Now, there is one last play in the deck because we do have Dark Armed Dragon, which is a level 7. We can actually sometimes summon a Voloferniges the Darkest Dragon Dome Rider. If you just have a hand that is full of Armed Dragons, right? If you just have a monster heavy hand, no back row in it, no spell, no trap, just straight Armed Dragons, you could, and you have 1 Dark Armed Dragon in your hand already, right? As long as your hand is pretty much variety, or like, you know, just a different dark arms. If you've got the Dark Armed Dragon and you've got the ability to search for the level 3, you know, more than likely you can do this play because all you really need is just like the 7 in hand, the 5 in hand already, or really just the 5 in hand and this in hand and just another Dark Armed. You know what I mean? Then you can just search for the last piece. It's kind of like TGs. All you need are 2 pieces of the puzzle and then just any other puzzle piece. Doesn't even matter if it's on the same side of the board as you. That's pretty much how this deck works. If you've got yourself a level 3 or the level 5 and Dark Armed and just other Dark Arms in hand for you to be able to activate the skill, then you could summon a Voloferniges turn 1 alongside your Dark Armed Dragon Thunder level 10. So you'll be able to get 2 pops on the opponent's turn, which is just really nice. And it actually does come up quite a bit. I would say it probably happens about 30-40% of the time. It's not gonna happen a ridiculous amount of the time, but it does actually come up a lot. With that being said, that's pretty much my entire deck. My extra deck is pretty useless, to be honest with you. I pretty much just summoned the Voloferniges. I do have the right rank 10 Sky Palace here that I could go into Super Dreadnought Rail Cannon. Just to have that play, I do have the 2 10s I can put on board, so you can, worst case scenario, make that rank 10 and still get that 6K. So Armed Dragon is technically team 6K. So that you could pretty much do that, but nothing big here. I play Nightmare Unicorn, I play Nightmare Phoenix to get stuff off the board. I play Flare because it's a rank 7. I play Voloferniges because it's actually a great rank 7 that the deck can play. I play Big Eye to remove as a rank 7 as well. I play the Chronomaly Vamana. And then, you know, there are some people out there that plays the Feast of the Wild or something like that. You could definitely try that out. I don't have the card at 3, and I also just think that it plays too many bricks in the deck. But that version is probably capable of putting up this Chronomaly boss monster as, beside your Armed Dragon level 10 pretty consistently. So if you wanted to try that out, you know, you could definitely check that out, because then, you know, you might have the option to get an Armed Dragon plus a rank 7 or an Armed Dragon plus a rank 5 more often. Personally, I just prefer the more monster heavy hands and being able to play Lance and Chalice. So that's just how I feel about it. But maybe they have a better long game than us. But with all of this being said, let's just jump right into some gameplay. Yo, let's go. Alrighty, so we're going against Undead-Eyes. I'm here to show you guys this hand isn't even great. This hand is honestly not even great. We've got a Chalice, which is good, but we've got 3 of the same card in our hand. Our Armed Dragon Thunder level 5, which does give us a search, but it is a hard once per turn. So we're not going to be searching for multiple cards every time we discard it. We just get 1 search. So this is a bit of a pain for us to have these 3 cards in hand, but we still have the ability to OTK with just this hand, assuming that we don't have to play through too much. But we're going to see. So our boy is going into his plays. He's doing the easiest stuff here, the stuff that you should do. Put 2 7s on the board and then put 2 4s on the board. Very simple strategy here. I know it seems like I'm always coming for Undead-Eyes, bro. They're just like, bro, leave us alone, dude. Leave us alone. But so he's going into the Voloferniges. I would assume he went Abyss Dweller, if I remember correctly. Yep, which makes sense because all of our stuff activates in the grave once it's been used by a dragon's effect. So just activating Dweller would honestly screw us a lot. So we're searching for our level 3. We sent our level 7 to grave just to show you guys exactly which ones I mean. So the skill puts this guy in our deck, Armed Dragon level 7, as well as the Armed Dragon level 3. Do not get it confused for the other ones that we play. We play the Thunders. All of the cards we play are Armed Dragon Thunders, aside from Dark Armed Dragon. So let's just keep that in mind here. So we sent the level 7 and the level 3 to grave because it has to equal 10 as well as the card we sent to grave. So we're gonna normal summon. He's gonna activate Voloferniges and we're gonna chain Chalice. He's gonna activate Dweller and we're gonna chain Chalice. Now he's activating Voloferniges and we're gonna chain Chalice. So we had that double negate. You're probably thinking,
Oh my god, bro. That's such a god hand, dude. You can't get that hand all the time, bro.
Yes, I can, bro. And it's not even like, oh, it's such a god hand. If I would have had Chalice and Dark Arm, or if I would have had the level 7 already, like you could get this hand so many ways. Like we play 3 Dark Arm Dragon, we play 3 Chalice, we play 3 Lance. So it's pretty much like I play 6 backer removal and I play 6, you know, monster stoppers, essentially. So it's like I was gonna have this hand in some way, shape, or form. And because we were able to search, bam, we went in there. I kind of started talking a little bit too hard, so I'm just gonna go in a little bit about what I did. So I did tell you guys earlier, you use the 3 to discard the 5. Technically speaking, it doesn't have to be in this order, but I have noticed that it seems to be the best, preferably, at least to me. I use the 3 to discard the 5, to summon the 5 and search for the 7. The 5 discards the 7, to summon the 7, and the 7 searches for the 3. In this instance, I used the 7 because I didn't plan on going into the 10. And the reason that you would search for the 3 is because you want to go into the 10 and you want to discard a dragon monster that's going to also like search or add another card to your hand so that you're not low. But instead of searching for that, it can search any Dark Arm Dragon card. So since I just wanted to go for game, we searched for Dark Arm Dragon because it could pop 3 cards on the field because of the 3 dark monsters engraved, because we activated the skill, and both of his monsters were already negated at this point, so they couldn't do anything else. And I felt like if his back row was more active, he would have activated it sooner, as well as the fact that, I mean, come on, bro, this is Undead. We play very similar builds, so I assumed it was probably Cosmic that he had set back there. But yeah, and now we're going in for game. On to the next. Yo ho ho ho, let's go ho ho ho. So we're going against Odd-Eyes again, just to show you guys that we actually can play against the meta very well. This hand right here is actually a very ideal hand. We've got 2 3s already, which is great. That means we can use 1 for the normal summon and 1 for the discard for the level 7, which actually means that with this hand here, I could search for the Dark Arm Dragon if I wanted to be able to just summon it to the field and have it chill there. I also don't need to activate the skill, so that would kind of stop me from summoning it. I could also, I don't know if this time period, if I added the white, I did, because I wasn't always playing the level 10 white. I could also use this hand and do the play as well as search for white for the follow-up play too, using the skill, and then use the level 7 to search Dark Arm Dragon. So this hand has a lot of options. So what we're gonna do is we are gonna activate the skill even though it wasn't necessary, and we're gonna search for the level 10 because we already have the ability to search for the Dark Arm. So this kind of gives us the full ability to pressure the board on our follow-up. So we're gonna discard the level 5 to summon the level 5. And since the level 5 was sent to grave via Dragon Monster's effect, it's gonna activate to search for a level 5 or higher when Dragon Monster. Now the level 5 is gonna discard the level 7 and send itself to grave to summon the level 7, and the level 7 is going to search for any Dark Arm Dragon card. So now we search for both of our searchable cards here. I wish the Dark Arm Dragon was searchable via the skill. It would make the rank 7 play happen a lot more often. So we've got that in hand now. We're gonna discard the level 3, which is gonna help us draw a card and summon the level 10. So what are we gonna draw? We draw the level 5, so we're just gonna summon the Dark Arm Dragon here because like I said, the skills seem to be a little bugged. I have not tried it since the update happened last night, but prior it was pretty bugged. So I put it on the field here because if I didn't, it would not have allowed me to summon it on the following turn. So he's playing Odd-Eyes. He's gonna use his Performer Power to search. I have a quick play pop, so I have nothing to pop just yet. Me popping this level 4 is not gonna do anything. Me popping this spell is not gonna do anything because it is still gonna search for the 2 cards. So we're kind of still sitting here just waiting a bit, just kind of seeing what we're gonna do. So he puts his 2 scales out. Looking pretty good, looking pretty good. Put the 3 there, so I already knew I knew I was gonna clap at this moment. As soon as I see the Noble level 3, I'm just like, he's synchro Odd-Eyes, huh? You're one of those I just want to have fun, quote unquote, guys. So he's going into his stuff. The rank 4 doesn't bother me as much. The rank 7 does, so I'm gonna pop the Odd-Eyes because it's the bigger of the 2. I don't want him to go into his rank 7. So he's going into a rank 4 Dark Rebellion. Are we gonna let that animation happen? Of course not, because who cares about him? We're watching Dark Arm Dragons play. It's time to chaz it up. So he tries to attack me, but since I still have at least 1,000 attack, I cannot be destroyed by battle. I'm sorry, at least 100 attack, I can't be destroyed by battle. So Dark Arm is gonna pop a card. Then we're gonna pop another card. Let's chaz it up. Let's chaz it up. Now we're gonna summon our big boy by banishing what equals level 10 from our grave or field, and he scoops. He scoops because he can't handle the chaster. You can't handle it. Let's go on to the next.
Gather up all of the crew, it's time to ship our weather's brew. See wind blows to where, who knows whether will be our guide. I'm about to clap this guy, don't even care if he tries. I'm that dude, yeah, I'm the one, I'm about to get him fried.
Come on, bro. This is my turn. Stop this communism stuff, bro. I live in America. This is my turn, big dog. This is my turn. So he's gonna attempt to activate and search for an Ursarctic on my turn. I say no, we're activating Chalice. You're gonna start your turn off on your turn like a regular Yu-Gi-Oh player and stop trying to play on my turn. So we're gonna search for the level 7. Level 5 is gonna discard the level 7 and send itself to the grave to summon the level 7 and then search for the level 3. So now you already know we've got the level 3 in hand. The level 7 is gonna discard the level 3 to draw a card. And then we're gonna go into that bad boy, level 10, my guy with the biggest gun in the deck, in the game, I'm sorry. Armed Dragon Thunder, level 10. So we've got the gun loaded right now. He's gonna attempt to play on our turn again. Oh, I'm sorry, this is his turn now. This is his turn right now. Activate Lance, we're gonna drop him down a little bit. So now we're there. Bam, but it is our turn. I was playing, it is ours. I'm gonna pop him, I'm not gonna let him go any further. Armed dragons don't play that. I just started firing off, pow, pow. He dropped the field spell on the field. Doesn't matter, he's got a set card back there. But as long as that back row doesn't do anything, bro, it's over. It's over, it's a wrap, it's a wrap. And even if it wasn't a wrap, it was a wrap because I had him beat, I had him cooked. I'm that guy, I'm the chaster. We would have chazzed it up. And if he would have kicked out, then we would have beat his chaz. That's all we do around here. I appreciate you guys for checking out the video. I know Undead says that he doesn't show you how to play it. He doesn't show you what to play, he just shows you how to play it. But I'm telling you what to play. If you're not playing it like this, can you even call yourself Chaz? Can you even play it on Chaz? I appreciate you guys for checking out the video. I will see you guys later. Your boy has to go give the forecast for another deck list. So Team 6K is signing out. Deuces.
Hey, why they gotta hate on me? I done got me 250,000 views and they still saying they low key. They ain't wanna come work with the kid, but I'm flexing with Zay on beats. How they ask for a spot at the gym, but they leave all the weight on me. I don't ask them to wait on me. They would ask where they gon' be with a song if they wanted the weatherman. I ain't asking to pay no fees. She was homeless and needed a spot. I ain't ask her to pay no lease. I ain't ask her to say no please. I ain't ask her to make no cheese. Scream fake, but it ain't on me. Got clean so it ain't no streets. Why green if it ain't no keeps? Brought cream so it ain't no beef. My team say it ain't no chief. My demon, they hang on me. They seemingly ain't no peace. I seen him, he ain't no beast.